there was signing in the paper about assistance for people who are challenged with paying bills, and GB is financing that. But I refer back to a document, the RAC, the Regulatory Authority of Curaçao, where they refer to over a period of 2022 to 24, a total surplus, and then it's been conveniently blacked out, that extra profits were made because the fuel clauses were too high. My understanding is that amount is about 12.6 million guilders that was overpaid because of a, let's say, funny calculations in the way the fuel clause was applied. So if you compare the 12.6 million guilders to the aid that's being given, they don't really line up at all.
But I think there are some misunderstandings. To start with, the government of St. Martin do want a relief for the invoices of GB. We want a tariff relief. That's one. Secondly, the first thing we did was a request for a RAC BTP report to see, okay, give us the reality of the tariffs. What is it all about? And the question was from government, is there some space to actually reduce the prices that we charge to the consumers? At the end of the day, as you know, the report came with some suggestions indicating that there is space to do a reduction in the tariffs that the consumer is receiving at home. As a shareholder, I cannot oblige the managerial board to do anything, but because I'm the shareholder, respecting the corporate governance rules. So I have given them some instructions to see some indications about all the suggestions that the RAC BTP has suggested to mitigate the high prices of the invoices. As you know, if you look back, as a government, we got resistance from the supervisory board, stating to us as shareholders that they're not going to actually honor my request to lower the fuel prices. So the intention of the Prime Minister and the government of St. Martin is still to help the people of St. Martin, although we are getting resistance. That is one. Secondly, we have to still regulate officially the tariffs. Until now in St. Martin, there is not a regulator for the tariffs. As long as there is no regulator for the tariffs, the GEBE has the freedom a little to go along with the ideas about tariffs. But if you have a regulator, the regulator is then officially in the authorized entity that can control, as we have the fuel prices by the gas station. The Minister of TIAT can determine the prices. That should be the same for electricity for our country. And that is the reason that officially we decided that the BTP will become the official regulator for the energy tariffs prices that is being sold to the market, to the consumers. Of course, we have to go a step further because actually it all has to be translated in a national ordinance, and we are working on that to get that as soon as possible organized, that we get a regulator at place to regulate at the end of the day on a responsible, transparent and reliable way the tariffs that are being charged to the consumers. Good. So once you have the regulator too, it controls a little. For example, if I find that the tariffs are too high and GB finds that's not the case, I'm still a little stuck with the good intention that I have until now to instruct them and ask them, come with recommendation. But if they don't want to follow them, that is happening now, it's not going to happen. Okay. And that is the reason that we came with this establishment of this regulator in the form of the entity BTP. BTP accepted already to be it. In Curaçao, BTP has been it for very long. Only the name changed and became RAC. So they are also in contact with Curaçao for expertise, etc., that it becomes a very professional unit in BTP. Well, Next to that, now we have, okay, what is going to be the future? As you know, we always from day one spoke about a program that GB proposed for them to invest 600,000 guilders to give relief to the most vulnerable. That discussion started in my office months ago already. That is an initiative from GEBE. I have presented that also in Parliament. It's not something new. I have spoken about that proposal in Parliament already, in which there was actually 50,000 guilders per month that GB wanted to use to give relief to the most vulnerable in our community. And that is the article that came out yesterday, that is an initiative of GEBE to at least try to help the most vulnerable. And how can you select the most vulnerable is to make use of the assistance of the Social Affairs Department that have a good overview of the group of most vulnerable in our society. And that's why GB did it in cooperation with the Social Affairs Department, and that is the article that came out, I think, this morning in the newspaper and yesterday on the social media. That's two. Next to the most vulnerable group, there is still people that work but are challenged because of high energy bills. That is the group now that government has been speaking about a long time already, but that is not the only group that is represented by what has happened for the most vulnerable, because we know this challenge of GB is not only for the vulnerable group that has been registered by the Social Affairs Department. No, it's more than that. And that's why we are looking now, and we're busy with that program to see now, to set up a project in which we're going to see how can we on a broader base give assistance, seeing that the most vulnerable group are being taken care of already by that initiative project from GEBE. We are not going back to that group. That group is taken care of already. We're going to see now the other group above that group that are very, very challenged financially, seeing the tariffs, the height of the tariff, to see how we can help that group. We are busy now with the criteria to see how we can do it. We have a whole group at place that is working on it, but it's very, very complex. How are you going to get to the real group above the ones registered with Social Affairs and still reach the right people that are in their need of more assistance? It's a very complex approach, but we are working on it to get it done, to see that we can start rolling it out as soon as possible.
Are you SXM insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXM is cardless. Request your My SXM account today and enter the virtual office of SXM. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
SXM, yeah, your social health insurances.
24/7 TV programming on www.stmartinmediacenter.com, SXM Daily News, PBS NewsHour, Now You Know, com programs, documentary, entertainment, sports events, Saturday children's hours, religion programs, and movies. Click on SXM TV broadcast to see your favorite programs.
St. Martin, as heavy rain falls across our region, we urge all residents and visitors to exercise caution and stay alert. Here are the areas prone to street flooding, flash floods, and/or rock slides. Avoid these locations until water levels subside. Atillage Road Roundabout, Cul-de-Sac. Arch Road, Sucker Garden. Beacon Hill Road, Simpson Bay. Atillage Road, Border Monument, Belvedere, Lower Princess Quarter. Billy Folly Road, Coal Bay. Emma Plain, Phillipsburg. L.B. Scott Road, Cul-de-Sac. Rhine Road, Lowlands. Welhelican Road, Low K Roundabout, Cahill, Little Bay. Well Road, Wellington Road, and Orange Grove Road, Coal Bay. Yancho Rousquin Boulevard, Point Blanche, and Sakers Gut Road, Cul-de-Sac. Remember, safety comes first. Let's work together to keep our community safe. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Communication.
Greetings, my name is Rihna Arundel and I'm excited to invite you to register and attend this year's Just for Dads and Men Masterclass hosted by the Department of Community Development, Family and Humanitarian Affairs. The theme for this year's Masterclass, Stronger Men, Stronger Families, Stronger Community, serves as a powerful reminder and an urgent call to action for men to become more engaged, more self-aware, and the kind of leaders their families and communities deserve. I'm inviting all fathers and men to register and join us every Saturday from November 1st until December 6th from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. in Conference Room 1 and 2 in the government building. Space is limited, so register now by emailing cdfha@stmartingov.org or visit any of the community help desk. We look forward to seeing you there. Take care.
We begin with an update from the Met Service of Jamaica on the impact of Tropical Storm Melissa. The storm is expected to strengthen into a hurricane within hours. The system has now prompted a tropical storm warning and hurricane watch for the entire country. Meteorologist Ron Brown provided an update during a special media briefing held a short while ago at the office of the Prime Minister.
With the National Hurricane Center, and coming out of that is that Melissa could become a major hurricane sitting south of Jamaica on the weekend, and that of course is something that we have to pay special attention to. Generally, in terms of the impacts, we're expecting significant rainfall amounts that could cause localized flooding and landslides, especially over low-lying and flood-prone areas due to Melissa, and of course the antecedent conditions of the heavy rainfalls over the last couple of weeks, which would allow the soils to be very wet or saturated at most. And strong gusty winds are likely in terms of tropical storm winds over Jamaica Friday into the weekend, and as such we have gone for the tropical storm warning, and the hurricane conditions are likely on Saturday, and therefore we have gone for a hurricane watch as well.
And the Met Service has also issued a strong warning to marine interests. It says widespread showers and thunderstorms are expected to begin today and continue into the weekend. Therefore, fishers are urged to heed the warning.
Winds reaching hurricane strength are likely on Saturday, particularly over southern and eastern offshore areas. And of course, we're advising that all marine operators, including fishers on the quays and banks, should have by now be in port, and we're urging them to complete their necessary safety precautions without delay. At this point, it is important for the public to understand that the system is still evolving. And because it's evolving, while it remains a tropical storm, any change in the forward speed and the structure could alter the expected impacts for Jamaica. Therefore, we urge everybody to be vigilant, to keep monitoring official updates from the Met Service.
And Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the Ministry of Health has now fully activated its emergency operations. Dr. Tufton says the ministry is anticipating disruptions to some of its services as a result of the approaching storm.
It's a 24-hour center which keeps in touch with all the collaborating agencies and mans from that space the response that is required throughout the country, and that is up and running. We continue to prepare our efforts across the island, and we have had a number of consultations over the past number of days with the regional health authorities and other stakeholders. So these are some of the specifics. All public hospitals will now enter emergency mode. This means that while hospitals remain open, outpatient services and elective surgeries will be suspended for the time being to focus on the emergencies. Visitations will be limited, and family members are asked to pick up their relatives who have been admitted for non-critical reasons, and the respective hospitals will reach out to those family members. We have to reserve bed space just in case we need them for emergencies.
And still at the special press briefing, the Jamaica Public Service and the National Water Commission say they are ready to respond to the storm.
We have faced multiple weeks of significant rainfall. What does that mean for us? The ground is saturated. Saturated ground combined with increased rainfall in the order of what I'm hearing 6 to 12 inches, plus winds sustained in the order of 50 miles per hour, increases the likelihood of power outages. So I'm standing here to let you know the lights are going to go out. So let us plan for the lights going out. With that being said, we are committed, we are positioned, we are resourced, and we stand ready to respond.
SXV insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXV is cardless. Request your My SXV account today and enter the virtual office of SXV. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
SXV, yeah, your social health insurances.
24/7 TV programming on www.stmartinmediacenter.com, SXM Daily News, PBS NewsHour, Now You Know, com programs, documentary, entertainment, sports events, Saturday children's hours, religion programs, and movies. Click on SXM TV broadcast to see your favorite programs.
want to thank all of you. I want to... So, I want to thank all of you. I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank you for your prayers. I want to thank you for your emails. I want to thank you for your support. It has strengthened my spirit and it has anchored my soul. And so I want to thank you. But this is not about me. This is about all of us. And about a justice system which has been weaponized. A justice system which has been used as a tool of revenge. This justice system which has been used as a tool of revenge. And a weapon against those individuals who simply did their job and who stood up for the rule of law. And a justice system which unfortunately is nothing being used as a vehicle of retribution. But my faith is strong. And my faith is, I have this belief in the justice system, in the rule of law, and I have a belief in America and all of its individuals who have stood with me, not only in New York, but all across this nation. I've heard from just about every jurisdiction in this nation who have said, stand up and be tall. And never ever cow down or back down or break or bend. So there's no fear today. No fear. No fear. No fear. No fear. Because I believe that justice will rain down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. And I'm here to say that my work and my job and all that I do, all throughout my public career, I've stood up for the rights of New Yorkers and Americans, and I will not be deterred. And I will not be deterred. I will not be distracted. I will do my job each and every day, and that's why I'm headed back to New York, because there's work to be done, standing up for the rule of law. God bless you and thank you all, and I appreciate you.